This time only one slogan, Modi हटाओ, देश बचाओ.
आप यहाँ मोदी मोदी कर रहे हैं और वहाँ कुछ लोगों की नींद हराम हो रही है.
प्रियंका गांधी झूठी इंदिरा गांधी.
देखा आपने देखा शुरू हो गया ना काम.
Welcome, you're listening to Election Soundtrack. I'm Tamanna Inamdar. The big news coming today from the Election Commission that has been facing flack over not doing enough to enforce the Model Code of Conduct. Well, they've swung into action today, banning the screening of the Vivek Oberoi starrer biopic on Narendra Modi, so that movie can't be screened during the poll period. The ban also applies to Namo TV, says PTI. The order comes just days after criticism of the EC for being weak-kneed against violations of the MCC in a letter that was signed by 66 former bureaucrats. But that's not the only bad news for the BJP today. In fact, it seems like it was a bad day at the office for the BJP. The Supreme Court has allowed sensitive documents on Rafale to form a part of the petition which seeks a review on the order that said there won't be a probe into the 36 fighter jet deal. What does it mean? Well, nothing significantly, as in the Supreme Court still has to decide whether the deal should be probed or not, but it sets an important precedent that secret documents, even if leaked to the press, can be part of a review petition of this nature. It's not a great news day all around for the BJP today. Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan went back to his cricketing days perhaps and bowled a googly of sorts for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying there was a better chance for peace talks and settling the Kashmir issue if Modi returns as PM. His logic? Any other party in power would be afraid of right-wing backlash if they made such an attempt. Now, this is interesting because the BJP has been saying in poll campaigns that Pakistan wants to see Modi defeated and a Congress government in power. As expected, opposition parties had a field day with this statement. The Congress even saying that Pakistan is officially allied with the BJP. It's not like all the bad news is just for the BJP today. OBC leader in Gujarat, Alpesh Thakur, has quit the Congress ahead of the polls. He was one of the 3 youth leaders who had allied with the Congress during the assembly polls in the state and contributed to the relatively better performance of the party in those elections. It's being widely speculated that he may join the BJP. But the bigger story really from Thakur's move is how the Congress may have lost all the gains they made in Gujarat during those state elections. Lalu Yadav got some bad news today as well after the Supreme Court dismissed his bail plea. The RJD leader was sentenced to jail after being convicted in the fodder scam case. He wrote a letter to his supporters saying this is the first time in 44 years that he will not be part of the election process. But he asked his followers to save democracy and the constitution in these elections. Meanwhile, it's also all about IT raids. The Income Tax Department raided the residence of Jaidev Galla, TDP leader and Guntur MP in the outgoing Lok Sabha. He was also the richest MP, by the way. Now, opposition parties have been accusing the IT department of working at the behest of the BJP government and targeting them during election season. Here's what Chandrababu Naidu had to say about this.
I am asking Income Tax Department, who are you to do one-side raids, only one political party, that is Telugu Desam. After elections rounds, it is level playing field. When you are talking about level playing field, automatically you have to treat everybody equal. You have to get information, then only you have to go for raids. Or otherwise, if you do this type of activities, it is very unjustifiable, it is not correct, it is illegal, it is unethical.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley responded to the allegations by blogging that genuine action against corruption is being called political vendetta. Now, tomorrow is Phase 1, 91 constituencies across 20 states and union territories. The big Indian election officially kicks off tomorrow. So what's crucial in Phase 1? What are the seats to watch out for? You have to wait for that. Come back tomorrow and we'll get you clued in about the big Indian election. So don't forget to tune in to Election Soundtrack.
I hope you enjoyed Election Soundtrack. Election Soundtrack is also available on the IVM Podcast app, where you can look at other shows that you might enjoy. Shows like The Scene and the Unseen, hosted by Amit Verma, Ganatantra, hosted by Saryu and Alok, The Pragati Podcast, hosted by Pawan Srinath, Pulyabazi, hosted by Pranay Kotastane and Saurabh Chandra, and How to Citizen, hosted by Meghnad and Shreyas Manohar. Check out the IVM Podcast app to get more talk content that you'll enjoy.